Uh, Hello, everyone. I'm Ben Powers. No Doddsy this week because he's got a problem with his throat, which we thought was coronavirus, but it turned out he just had a really harsh bong. So I'm gonna do the report from the football match, which was Pasty United versus Dave Brown's boys. So after some unexplained delay, round 6 finally arrived on Saturday night at Basel Hill Barracks, as third place Pasty United hosted second place Dave Brown's boys. Since Browns went downs in round 3 at Bence's Lane, they've posted 3 straight wins in all competitions, all against village teams. In the league, they trail the Bastards by 5 points. They lead their hosts tonight by just 1. Pasty United were looking to put some stability back into their summer, having posted their third defeat of the season in round 5 against Up in Smoke. A good performance against Browns would give them some much needed confidence. They travelled to Bence's Lane next week. Surprise at the Barracks then when the team sheet appeared without Chris Fair. The 4-goal, 4-gallon, 4-star fully leaded goal wheel drive strike pilot was rested, leaving Daniel Greenaway with just 2 forgettable appearances and 1 not very good goal to his name to prod the Brown pocket. Laver, Mackie and Rob were the midfield pasties. Low energy Laver has been very involved this season with 4 goals and 3 assists. Nothing of the kind can be said for Stuart Mackie. United's pre-season transfer was brought in to help get rid of Lee Ratcliffe, but the Mackie face has appeared just once this season and it did basically nothing. Naughty boy Richard Ogilvie-Robb needed to be careful. A yellow card for him would see him suspended for next week's trip to Mary Ave. Occupying his private parking space in defence was Daniel Blunsden, the Brill Cream blunderbuss, who marks 30 years in competitive football this week and was presented with a set of smart Highland bagpipes in United colours before the game by club owner and permanent team manager Matthew Paish, who promptly returned to the Dave Brown locker room to screw his studs back in. Goalkeeper Colin Larrigan is one of a small number of boys who started every game this season. Every game for his team, of course. He isn't allowed to play in games that his team is not playing in, though Matthew Crofton is allowed to enter other teams' bathrooms. A familiar look to the Brown outfit. Tim the Judge Jeffries starts alone up front. The bigger boy has 3 goals this season, as does central midfielder Stuart Bacon Butty Tutty, who alongside babyface Mace and Matthew James Paish, memories of a geisha Paisher, makes up what is surely one of the highest quality midfield 3 in the league. No Man's Land Rover defender Jordan Edwards and diabetic leaky bucket goalkeeper David Laker make up the numbers. All 12 starters remembered their kit. Pasty United in their classic black and red stripes, the Milan of Hawthorne, and Dave Brown's boys in their traditional cream and beaver onesie. But would they smash United's pasty tonight or be made to go down in the brine? It was an evenly matched first half. An early blunder from Stuart Mackie with his first touch let Mace pick his pocket. Paish was slow to react, however, and formidable power hog Blunsden snuffled him off. Mackie was the villain again 12 minutes later, as he attempted to make up for an embarrassing nutmeg by passing back to goalkeeper Colin Larrigan. The pass come up short, however, and only a good save kept Larrigan from pleading guilty before Judge Jeffries bashing gavel. Richard Ogilvie-Robb has been a cheeky sod this season and looks sure to be presented with another yellow card for a full-strength challenge on Craig Mace. But referee Paul Inskip who has slumped to an eminently impressionable 5 on the harshness scale this season and is rumoured to have had a platonic relationship with Ogilvy Rob in 2001, kept his hand out of his shorts on this occasion. The human oil tanker, Tommy Laver, had looked slick all evening and looked to feed the inexperienced Greenaway half a dozen times in the first half. But the Browns midfield more than soaked him up, and it was very much United's own midfield Mackie, who was the critically snared seabird, stuck in the mud on the midfield beach with not so much as a Diane Louise Jordan to wash him off for the cameras. Greenaway managed a shot on target on the half-hour mark, but it was pig shit. Jeffries was doing a little better at the other end for Dave Brown's boys. The lean family man scuffed one and put 2 other ambitious ones wide of the post, and the match was scoreless at half-time. Is that? Okay. Ben Powes. Is that okay? What this? Push this one. Like that? Alright. Here we are then. The game restarted in a downpour and both sides played cagey short passing possession football until the weather broke on 70 minutes. The floodgates may have closed up, but the great burger van in the sky started serving up goals. First out of the fryer was big Daniel Blunsden for United, who got his forehead to a long ball from Richard Ogilvy Rob and tucked it into the bottom corner as if he was heading his pants into the washing basket. The crowd cheered and Blunsden blew his pipes in celebration. But then the burger van man flipped his burger flipper the other way round and Browns got one back, albeit somewhat against the run of play. In a rare error, goal scorer Blunsden slipped, dropped his bagpipes and clattered to the deck. Paish served the onions and hunky danger mouse Tim Jeffries took full advantage to fire a sizzling hot dog past feeble-minded Laker on 77 minutes. But United weren't done. Redeeming himself, Blunsden galloped from the back, a diesel-powered stallion dragging his 5th leg. Fellow Pasty men Mackie and Laver could only wave him through, while club owner and Browns midfielder Paish appeared to stand aside before the constantly unfortunate Craig Mace was literally trampled by Daniel Blunsden's. His head crushed 6 inches into the barracks turf by a size 10 blunderhoof. Edwards brought the Monsters' run to a terminus with a kamikaze full-body check, but it was too late. Blunsden had unloaded himself onto Rob, who received in space and side-footed the football past David Laker and into the net, the football goal, the net of the goal. The home side were 2-1 up with only 9 minutes to play. Pause. But what a 9 minutes they were. They actually felt longer, more like 11 minutes. The Browns beggar boys led the charge and put together 2 good chances. But Tutty blazed his chance over the bar, and Jeffries lost possession on the edge of the 6-yard box as he jinked to and fro trying to pick the lock. On 92 minutes, Inskip had seen enough. He blew his whistle, Blunsden blew his pipes extra hard and collected his man of the match voucher, and finally the ambulance was allowed on to disinter Craig Mace's head from the midfield. A rough night at the barracks for Dave Brown's boys, but perhaps the start of a revived run of fortune for the Pasty men. Pasty United 2, I'm Ben Powles, Dave Brown's boys 1.